I'm Abe from skip.tools. I'm recording this a few days after the announcement of the official Swift Android workgroup, and this video is going to show you how to use Skip's tools to experiment with the Swift Android SDK. This is not a video about creating full Swift Android apps. That is not part of the workgroup's charter. You can do that with Skip, and we have other documentation and videos covering that. So before you can start experimenting with Swift on Android, you'll need a few things. First, make sure you have Xcode 16 installed. Next, install Homebrew if you don't have that already. And then you're also going to need an Android emulator. And the easiest way to get an Android emulator running on your system is to install the latest version of Android Studio. And we'll show you how to start the emulator up. Okay, once you have all that installed, we're going to start by using Homebrew to install Skip. Now I already have Skip installed on my system, so this is probably just going to show that. If you do already have Skip installed, make sure you skip upgrade to get the latest version. Now Skip has a command to install the latest Android SDK. So this is going to download the SDK and install it in the standard location. We can see that it was installed. By looking in the directory, you can see that the latest Swift 6.1 SDK was installed. Okay, now we're going to start the emulator. And as I've mentioned, we do that by first starting Android Studio. From the welcome screen, you can hit this little ellipsis menu and go to the Virtual Device Manager. This may initially be blank for you, and if it is, you can hit the plus to create a virtual device. Here you can choose what kind of device you want to create. I usually use a Pixel 6, and you can then choose the API level, etc. I already have my favorite device here, and I'll go ahead and get it started. So here you can see that it is booting up. And there it is. Once that is running, you can actually quit Android Studio if you'd like. And if you run ADB devices, there we go. You should see a list of the attached devices, and one of them should be the emulator. So with that, we're ready to start using Swift. So we're going to create a Hello Swift directory. And we'll use the standard Swift command line tools to create an executable there. Now we can verify that we can run this on macOS using the standard Swift run. There it goes, and as you can see, it printed Hello World. But now let's run it for Android as well. So we can use a command called skip Android instead of Swift run. We'll use skip Android run and give it our executable package name. And this one's going to take a bit longer because it has to build for Android, connect to the Android device, the emulator, and run it there. And as you can see, it appears to have worked. But let's actually verify that by modifying the source to print different things on Android and Darwin platforms. So we'll just edit the source. Oops. If Android will print Hello Android, and for everything else, we'll print Hello World. So first we'll test again on Mac using the standard Swift run command, and it prints hello world. And now we'll run it for Android, and you can see that it now prints hello Android. So we've seen that we can already compile and run Swift executables on Android using the emulator and Skip's tooling. I edited the file in VI, but obviously you could open it in Xcode or your editor of choice. In addition to being able to run executables, you can actually run Swift tests as well. So to test that, let's download a package with tests. So we're going to use the standard Swift algorithms package. So that's Swift algorithms.git. Okay, we've downloaded that. We can go into that package, and it has tests included. So if we run skip Android test instead of skip Android run, it's going to go ahead and run our unit tests on the Android emulator. There we go. It executed 224 tests, and everything passed. Now, Swift Algorithms is one of the many packages available out of the box, compiling and running on Android. And you can use the well-known Swift package index to search for your favorite packages, and every package lists its Android status. So if we look for Swift algorithms, we can go down to the compatibility section, and we can see that it builds and runs on all these different platforms, including Android. There are currently thousands of packages already working on Android that you can take advantage of. So I hope you found this useful, and happy experimenting with Swift on Android.